Hey, it's Autumn Blossom and welcome back to the channel. So today I've decided that I'm going to try and go back to the old pen and paper instead of using my laptop, just to see whether or not I am able to keep up with my word count. Also, I think it's a lot easier to just scribble it down. The only issue is that I'm going to have to type it up after. I think that this will be a bit of a challenge because it's almost more, it feels more permanent. I think that there's going to be a few issues with when you write on a laptop. It's quite simple, and if you obviously make a mistake, you can just delete it and completely start the sentence again. And yes, you can do that with writing, but it just seems more permanent to me. I don't know, so I don't think I'm going to actually get that many words in today, but we'll see. Who knows, maybe this is it. Maybe I need to write by hand. But first, my room's become a bit of a dip. I'm going to listen to my audiobook and do a quick sweep clean, because I have a bed to make, clothes to put away, and a cup of tea to drink. So I've done a bit. My goal is probably, because of how small the pages are, to write, I'd say 10 pages front and back today. There's no word count because there's no way of me keeping track of the word count. And because my handwriting is reasonably big, I don't know if you can see, I think it's best that 10 front and back is quite a decent, should be a decent amount of words. I think as I was writing, I was listening to an audiobook, so I didn't write a whole lot, but I think I need to quickly revise where I left off, because I think I stated things that need to be mentioned in the first part of the next chapter. So I think what I'll be using instead of my laptop is my phone. I'm going to open up my document on my phone, have a quick scan through, and then use Pinterest and things for inspiration. And that is the only bit of tech I'll use. This way I won't get distracted by YouTube, I won't get distracted by Google. And I should be able to get the 10 pages done. I am going to stop for lunch. Not like I've been up for very long anyway, or been doing it for very long anyway, but family around and I haven't seen them in a while because I've been working. So I'm going to go eat and then I'll continue writing. So that's dinner done. Bit cold, so I've got my fluffy coat on. Let's begin, well, continue writing. So I've just remembered why I didn't like writing by hand. My hand's killing me, and I've only written 5 pages, so I'm halfway on it. It's going quite faster than I thought, so it might, you know, I might write until I can't write anymore. Though it is reminding me of when I was in primary school and we used to do this thing called Big Write, and the classroom was completely dark, and we'd all have a candle on our tables, and we could just write whatever we wanted for an hour. I loved that when I was in primary school. It was a great way for me to express myself. So it's making me remember where maybe my love for writing came from. Having it in a small book, which is this tiny book, makes me feel like I'm getting a lot done as well, considering I've done 5 pages and I've barely been writing half an hour. If only my hand didn't hurt, it would all be great. So I've just come back from a quick break. My hand was killing me, and though I am really enjoying writing, a little part of me wishes that I hadn't done it by hand, because now I'm going to have to type it all back up. I can't write fast enough. I have so many thoughts going through my head that I feel like I'm missing information out, though it is also making me slow down and think things through. So there is a pro and con to it all. And I cannot believe that people used to write novels by hand. It is bizarre to me, and I bet I can just imagine the day that the typewriter came around that people were just like, yes. I did try and Google something earlier, but decided to change it to look into the book I actually have about dreams, as I wanted an omen in some way to indicate a bad thing about to happen. But to begin with, it was going to be, you know, like a black cat seeing something like that, or knocking over salt, that kind of concept. But then I chose to hint at it in a different way, because yes, dreams can be used as omens and are used as omens in many books, but they are still cliches in the sense that they see a black cat in their dream and they know that something bad's going to happen. So using my book that I've got, the Dream Dictionary from A to Z, I quickly scanned through it to find things that would be considered bad omens. I think it's something that I should be using more, and might start a short story series based around the dreams I have and the meanings that they have underlining. So maybe a dream journal. Might start a dream journal and use this book a bit more. I think it'd be a great way to do an exercise to take me out of my writing comfort zone. But yeah, I'm going to carry on because I haven't finished the chapter and I have a while to go. I know that there's a fight scene coming up and I am not going to write that by hand because that will kill me, or at least my hand. So yeah, we've just had a rain, so it's quite dark in this room, so I'm going to light some candles, get some, you know, ambient music playing, maybe some lo-fi, and see how I do. So that's it. I finished the chapter. Quite happy about it, though it has taken me basically 6 hours to get it all done. My hand doesn't feel as bad. I think it was just the initial shock of it all. And I was actually quite happy with how it went out, and now knowing that I'm going to have to type it up means that it's a way for me to revise it before it becomes a permanent first draft, which I kind of like the idea of, but also the fact that it's kind of going to put me out of my way time-wise. Having to type it back up is a little bit irritating, so I don't quite know what to do. Maybe if it was an iPad and I was writing it and then it turned into text, that would be good. If there's anything like that around, I want it. But yeah, I think, I did a quick guesstimate count. And I wrote, in the first half, I wrote 1,707. And in the second half, 715. So today I wrote 2,422 words. So it's not a bad result, but it did take me 6 hours, so I was a lot slower than I normally am when typing. I did like that my chapter was separate from the whole of the novel, but also the fact that I can do that on my computer means that I'm still able to, you know, flip through and double check things. Whereas, as I said, I wasn't going to use my laptop. I didn't really have that luxury of being able to just quickly scan through the document to see. I know I had it on my phone, but it was a bit of a pain scrolling through. Also, it was more likely for me to get distracted on like YouTube and Instagram and things like that. I stopped occasionally to listen to my audiobook, so I think I listened to about 2 hours worth of my audiobook today, and did a little bit of online banking, so I didn't just write all day. I feel like I was able to get what I wanted down in the whole chapter, and it's nice to know that when I write it back up, it's a way to revise it before it becomes a permanent draft. It's nice to know that I am able to do it, so that if I am trapped in a traffic jam or stuck on a platform somewhere with a delayed train, I could always just quickly write. But it was a good experience, and it made me think about old, like, things from my childhood, which was nice. There's not really much else to say. I have a great respect for any author out there who writes by hand and manages to actually write enough to publish a book. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to the laptop. But yeah, just a short one today. I wanted to have quite a nice relaxing day, and it was really nice to just delve into my world that I've created. A little bit of an escape for me. But thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and a comment below. Don't forget to hit subscribe and click the bell to get notifications every time I upload. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.